Absolutely magnificent. Let's start at the start. It was a great one from you.
Yeah, and yesterday was a very poor one, so I was very focused on trying to do a good one this time. And we did, so I was super happy with that. Then I really focused on the car, on the feeling that I've been chasing for quite some time now. And yeah, straight from the first few laps, I felt that the feeling was still there, the one that I felt yesterday in qualifying. And that gave me the confidence to really keep pushing on that first stint. The second stint was as positive, but I think without Kimi's issue will have been tricky.
And that feeling, is that something that you can manage now, going to lots of different tracks? Look at Spa up next. It's another really testing one. Do you think that the Ferrari is in a really strong place now?
I think I need to be careful saying that and not get carried away too much. In a sport like motorsport, you can go from hero to zero and vice versa very quickly. And yeah, I just need to keep working. I think we did a really good job in finding a place where I feel much more comfortable with the car. Is this something that I can carry on every single tracks? I can, definitely. So that gives me the confidence that I will do a step forward from now on. But yeah, it doesn't rely only on that. It's all small details put together that makes a big difference. And for that, I need to keep my head down. But it's a relief in a way, because it's been tough.
It's been a long time coming as well, and what a track to do it at. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
I know there'll be plenty of frustration about that race, but actually, finally, you had a bit of luck as well.
Yeah,
it ebbs and flows, right?
Yeah, ebbs and flows. It's racing sometimes. I think probably deserved to finish P3 behind Charles and Kimi. Ended up, fortunately, coming home in P2 after the puncher. So yeah, strange emotions, but really nice just to finally stand on the podium here at Silverstone. Family were here. That was nice.
Yeah, because it's been a long time coming.
Yeah, it has been. It's not been the nicest to me, Silverstone, in the years gone by. So I'll take it, but still a lot of work to do, because the pace in qualifying, the straight line speed wasn't good enough today. I think it was better, but the pace was not there. So yeah, I need to understand why, and if I want to fight for this championship, we need to do better.
Were you expecting the safety car to come in and have that final lap to defend? Because obviously you were on older tyres. It must have been a bit stressful.
Yeah, to be honest, I thought it was. I don't know the reason it wasn't.
Apparently it was fractional about the last lapped car. Wasn't quite in time. I mean, it's very fine margins. But
yeah, I mean, I was glad for the fans. They'd love to have seen it.
Yeah.
I definitely, considering I was on old tyres, cold tyres, everyone around me was on new hot tyres, I would have lost at least a position. So I was glad to see it finish like that.
Finally, just tell me, when you had that slow puncher and then you carried on fighting, could you not feel it?
Yeah, I felt it, but these tyre pressures are like balloons, so I think it made me faster.
Hey.
Briefly, yeah. So I think I lost about 5 to 6 psi over the course of a lap and a half. And then suddenly I was I've got quite good grip in the left-hand corners. The car felt imbalanced. But yeah, all good.
Well done today. Well, Lewis, that was a confusing and frustrating end to the race. I'm sure the fans everywhere would love to have seen you push to the checkered flag, but they were denied that opportunity, as were you. Just tell us about the decision to pit, which ultimately lost you P2.
I don't. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest. I don't really remember when. I was in P2 and then we stopped.
And then ultimately you had to finish under the safety car, so you couldn't benefit from those fresher tyres.
Yeah.
It must have been
you couldn't
so
have predicted
annoying.
that, but did what we thought was right.
Yeah, I'm sure. I know you're going to feel deflated now. Ultimately, it is another podium, your 16th at your home race. It's promising signs here for the team, aren't there?
Well, I mean, congrats to Charles. Charles did a great job today, and all the magic that I had on Friday just disappeared through the weekend. I'm probably going to get a penalty right now as well, so I'll probably lose. The FIA often have to react. I went through a yellow flag and I didn't see it, and so there's another jump the start, yellow flag. Yeah, when it rains it pours.
And then you were managing a huge amount through the race as well.
Yeah, I was just lacking front end, and we massively under-egged it with the front wing, and that's my fault and the engineering fault.
Lot to process, as you say, but well done. Thank you.
Lewis, you were mentioning the yellow flag. Did you speak with the steward already? Can confirm us that you can
I can't
keep...
confirm anything, no. I've just been to see them. That's it.
So,
I've just been to see them. I don't have an answer yet.
Okay, and...
But most likely I'll probably get something over.
Sorry?
I'll probably get a penalty, I'm sure.
Really?
Calling it horrendous, and then obviously the off at Stowe. Can you tell us why that happened?
Same as Austria, the rear wing just doesn't fully close. So, I saw the analysis, it looks like it closes, but it doesn't. It closes, but it's just open, and you lose a lot of rear downforce, and that's why, the car just spins off the track. When it happens one time, that can happen. Faults happen, but 2 times, it's getting very dangerous for me because you can really hurt yourself at these high-speed corners when it happens.
Is it a quick fix? You would have thought it could have been resolved after Austria, but clearly not.
Different fault.
It's a different fault but causing the same issue.
Yeah.
Wow. Look, I know that it's hard to find the positives at the moment, but you were running in a podium place before you had that, so clearly you do have some pace in this car.
Yeah, but we got lucky, right? Lewis had that 5-second penalty. We had a VSC at one point come in as well. George had a slow puncture, I think. Kimi had a problem, so then that's why you put yourself in that position. So even if we would have finished on the podium, it would have been a podium that we didn't deserve on pace, because on the hard tires we were nowhere. I had really no grip, and I was surprised. Of course, probably I got a bit lucky with George and Lewis fighting. It was actually quite entertaining to watch in my mirror. I was like, thank you, but we were just simply too slow. On the medium, maybe a little bit better, but still the balance was so far out for me the whole weekend and in the race again that I just can't push at all. And then at least you hope, even if you have a difficult weekend balance-wise, to finish the race, but we can't even do that all the time. So it's just another painful weekend.
Okay, I'm sorry to hear that. Thanks a lot. I think you'd be pretty happy with that today. Solid performance, decent haul of points.
From a points perspective, this weekend's been pretty good. I'm pretty happy. Would have loved a chance at the end for it to go green and get 1 lap of racing. Because George was on old tyres, he would have been at a disadvantage. Lewis would have been racing him, and I feel like I could have taken advantage of that somehow. Look how yellow it is. So it's, the results have been pretty amazing. I've been happy with the P3 yesterday and the P4 today. On the contrary, the pace was pretty shocking. Really not happy with the car and how it was today. So makes me even happier, the fact that we finished P4, but we just stayed out of trouble. We avoided mistakes. Reliability was good. So, the things that were important were good, but the car was just so difficult today. So we have a hell of a lot to improve.
So you got the very best out of a difficult car. You're obviously too humble to say that, but I'll say it for you.
Thank you very much.
And lifted presumably by this amazing crowd. I know I've said it a few times today, but it has been mind-blowing, the support you've had.
No, it has. Even now on the below the podium, there's a lot of yellow, so it would have been beautiful to be up there and see it from on top of the podium. But even to drive around every lap, obviously, of course, on the driver's parade, like this was. These moments are really the moments that you want to cherish forever. These are almost more exciting than simply just finishing on the podium or having a win somewhere. Like this is way cooler for me. So I think that's the kind of thing I'll miss. One day.
Don't talk about that
yet. In many years, that's the kind of thing I think I'll miss so much. But that's just it's just so special. So as always, a big thanks to all my fans and the Yellow Army for coming out, because it was. Pretty mind-blowing.
Well done.
Thank you very much.
It started so well, and the whole weekend was just like it was yours, and then the hot take at the end. We heard so much about your character at the end, that you were so determined to finish, even for just 1 point. The hunger was there, and you were just so tenacious. Tell us about your thoughts and feelings and how you were processing what was going on.
Yeah, it was... today it had to go this way, unfortunately.
What do you mean?
I mean, you know, I couldn't even get 1 point. You know, when things looked like I was still going to be able to get 1 point, still safety car came out, and you know, and I got the penalty, which I mean it's the rule, but I find it a bit
Unfair?
yeah. I mean, because it's okay if you get track limit by going off and gaining, but you know, I couldn't keep the car on track, and in that instant, so you know, I was trying my best to stay on track, but I just couldn't. But then after the last pit stop, the car felt kind of drivable, I would say. I mean, I was still missing probably, I don't know how many points of downforce. The car wasn't turning in the right corners, not at all. But yeah, it was, you know, I still think that I could get P10 today, at least 1 point, but couldn't even get that.
So it was a wheel shield problem.
Yeah, from what I heard
was
is that
it? You hit the curb?
I hit the curb like every lap. That lap I probably hit it less even than previous laps, and I could feel instantly something broke, and I just didn't know what it was going on, and also the team was trying to understand. Initially we thought it was the front wing, but then it wasn't the front wing, and yeah, just didn't go our way. And it was a shame because I think we had a real shot for the win today.
Absolutely. But look, very disappointed, but you still lead the championship, so keep smiling.
Yeah, no, of course. It's one extra motivation to be back stronger and to do even better.
Well done, thank you. Congratulations, another strong race. Just tell us what your challenges were and where you think you were able to capitalise.
Yeah, just the middle stint, I guess. I mean, middle stint, 80% of the race, zero pace, and I don't know. I was like, it can't be me that's being that slow right now. You know, I had a good feeling the whole weekend, and after that final pit stop, went back again, new front wing, and it was back to the feeling I had this whole time. So I felt a lot better, a lot happier, but I wasted the whole race. So yeah.
Why do you think your experience, your feel in the car is so different at the moment to your teammates? Because you said you felt good in the car all weekend. He said the absolute opposite.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think usually we come out of the car with similar feelings, and probably this weekend he's been trying other stuff and that he's not been happy with. But nonetheless, he was still very quick and fighting for a podium. So if he's not happy with what he had and he was still up there, then it's good news.
Good point. Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Another strong day for you and the team. Good start as well. Just talk us through it.
Yeah, it was a good start. It was. I knew it with Max. It was always going to be interesting because it's not easy to pass him. So I think I was on the grass a bit before turn 1, and then we went side by side in 3. And then unfortunately I had an issue again with the deployment to turn 6, so Liam passed me, which is a bit frustrating, to be honest, because I think if that hadn't happened I would have been able to stay ahead of him during the race. So I'm a little bit disappointed about that, but regardless it's a very good day for the team. We capitalized on the mistakes for the guys in front, so yeah, it was nice to score points in front of the home crowd.
In terms of these deployment issues, what does it feel like? Is it just frustrating? Do you feel like you've got one hand behind your back, that you can't fully execute the race as you would like?
I think the reality is there's some, I think it's very complicated for some of the engineers because there's some strange rules with certain things that have to be done, which means that there's some weird stuff that happens sometimes, and it's, if you lift at a certain speed, 10%, you get no deployment, but if you lift 20, it's fine. So there's just some weird stuff that happens, and unfortunately that's, yeah.
Kind of counterintuitive, isn't it?
it's the way it is at the moment this year, and honestly, it's the first time we've had this weird stuff. It's just a little bit frustrating because the team told me it would be all fixed. They told me don't lift in turn 5, and if you do, press the boost. And I was going to go flat, and then I was right in Oscar's aero wash, so was going to go off track, so did a tiny lift and went back on power, and then I had no power. Even then I pressed the boost, but it was too late. It's just the way it is.
Congratulations, another strong race. They just keep coming. And in fact, you might be promoted because potential penalties coming. So well done.
Thank you. Yeah, no, it's been a good day. We had not a very good start, but a really good first lap. Here, with the way the energy is, even on the first lap, you can make up quite a few positions. So, yeah. And then the car was just really good, especially second half of the stint. For us, it really came alive. So, yeah, very happy.
Is the car proving to be good at any racetrack? It feels as if he's got potential wherever you go.
At the moment, yes. I mean, the big test was going to Barcelona and testing really the high-speed balance, because we hadn't had that from when we brought this sort of bigger upgrades to Canada, and it's been really, really good. So, yeah, it's just getting better every weekend. Things are very strong. Obviously, some tough tracks coming up, but I mean, no reason why it shouldn't be strong there as well.
Well done.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
The irony of going back there again 5 years on from...
Yeah, Simon, let's not go back there. Okay. I'm really happy for George, and the bittersweet, you're making it more bitter if we talk about the past.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, with regards to the race itself, though, I mean, both your drivers with some bad luck today. Kimi's in the end was Turnal, but George, decent to keep going from where he was.
Yeah, the sweet part of the day today is that I'm so happy for George and all the team, because he had so difficult weekends. He somehow doesn't gel with the car. We had a straight line speed problem yesterday and the day before. And a driver sometimes needs to feel comfortable in the car, and he doesn't. And then scoring a P2 today in Silverstone, that's something that I'm really happy for him.
Just a bit of maybe a slightly different question, but why was Kimi the only one able to go so long on those tyres?
We had the debate because our strategists, who are much more intelligent than me, said we got to create an offset. But intuitively, I said, well, this is much too long. We have 12 or 13 laps left to catch up 15 seconds. And I said, no, we're going to catch him. And then we left him out. He went out, and he was almost 2 seconds faster for certain laps, and would have caught Charles 5-6 laps to the end and would have seen an epic battle for the win.
Unfortunately, we didn't get to see that, though, did we?
Yeah, and we'll move on to that. Through Copse, he went onto the curb, and part of the aerodynamic device at the front, was it the cake tins?
Yeah, it looked like the cake tin. We think it was 9 because that's when it first appeared. But it's on us. A car should not break. And I don't think the ride was worse than any laps before.
But the thing that surprises me, it's not like he's lost the front wing or the rear wing. I was amazed that he was unable to keep it on the track. I'm not saying he was in the wrong, because he's the one in the car. But I was amazed how he couldn't get round corners. And he said there's no steering.
Yeah, he couldn't turn it anymore. First, it was blocked by a carbon part. And then at the end, when it was gone, we haven't really done the post-mortem yet. What happened is just theory that we have at the moment.
I think he had a 10-lap offset, didn't he, versus Charles. Are you confident? I mean, if that hadn't happened, and we hadn't had everything that happened after that, he was going to chase him down? Did you think that was the case?
Yeah, you never know in motor racing, but we had more than a handful of laps left with a second and a half in more performance. So in any case, it would have been great to watch these two drivers, Ferrari against the Italian and a Mercedes, battle it out.
Well, this is obviously a very sad Kimi. He was clearly on for the win today. It would have been his race to lose in this case. But on the other side of the garage with George, it's been a tough weekend for him, hasn't it? It just feels like, earlier this season there was the bogey track in Miami, but that seems to have continued on a little bit. I don't know if it's this new era of cars that he's struggling with, but now he's had a real points hold. It's going to get tighter between them. How's he going to make sure he brings the battle to Kimi? Yeah,
I think he's holding on. They have both had the luck and the unluck of DNFing. Kimi now twice, George once. And the season is long, and he just needs to continue to believe that he can do it. Finding those little gremlins in the car that cause him troubles at the moment.
It must be really mixed emotions for you, Toto, because obviously, Kimi's lost a lot of points over the last 3 races, 43 points from Barcelona and here, which is a lot. But you do have the pace. The car is very fast, and it's a winning car pretty much every time you wheel it out.
Yeah, as you say, but it's so many points. You know, when you lose 43 points, and then with George it was 25, it's just a lot. And if that continues to accumulate, you can only win a championship if we get this under control.
Yeah, I was going to say, right now, though, obviously Ferrari having just one and 2 men on the podium, they look like, well, they are your nearest rivals, cut now down to 78. Do you feel, again, I mean, we've still got a long way to go in this season. The development race is everything, is it not? And
it is.
Do you think that's going to be what decides it, or are you...
Yeah, it is a tough development race, and they have been bringing parts more than we have. And you can see that should have been a boogie track for them with the energy. They were thinking about having 5 or 6 tenths deficit, and they come here and they are absolutely on par with us for big parts of the race. So, this is a tough fight that we have on our hands now.
We appreciate it, Toto. Thanks. We'll let you get to your debrief and enjoy that one with George and commiserate Kimi Antonelli, but he's still the championship leader.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations on that one.
Can you repeat the paragraph?
I can't now. I've put it away. I don't know it as nauseum. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, we watched the post-race interviews and we are back again with you as always in our channel. It was very, very interesting British Grand Prix. I think it would be much more interesting if they let the last lap to be competitive, to give the opportunity to the drivers fight each other. But at the end of the day, as FIA says always, safety is more important than the other things, and of course because of that the Lewis Hamilton just finished at the 3rd position. Second position was the George Russell, and the first position at Charles Leclerc. And of course we're going to start because with Charles Leclerc, because it was a very huge win for the Ferrari, and Leclerc saw that relieved more than emotional. He admitted that Ferrari finally understood the car much more better this weekend, and explained that the balance through Silverstone's high-speed corners felt strong from very beginning. And also he revealed the final laps became stressful because they were started getting aggressive near the end of the race, and because of that I think why this victory feels much more massive than the others. And also Hamilton, we had an hour interview we had also Hamilton, as he said, Ferrari still has work to do. He explained that Mercedes still looks slightly stronger during longer stints, and admit that Ferrari continues to struggle slightly with overheating when following cars closely. I think that means that if Ferrari starts to race at a pole position for the other races, they will have a huge advantage up against the other teams, or they need to make overtakes much more faster than the normal to not to have George Russell than the other teams actually. And also Russell sounded very calm after finishing second and cutting Antonelli's championship lead. He admitted Mercedes expected Silverstone to suit the car to suit the car well after Austria, and basically confirmed that the team still believes it has the strongest overall package under these regulations. And of course we had also Antonelli admitted late race technical problems completely destroyed his result and left him outside the points, but even after the disappointment he still sounded composed during interviews. That's becoming one of the strains of the season. Also we had Lando Norris admit that after the race McLaren simply didn't have enough pace to consistently challenge Ferrari and Mercedes this weekend. And also he said we are in a pickle He was joking, and also Norris explained that the McLaren still struggles with efficiency and balance in these new 2026 regulations, especially on the tracks like Silverstone, where energy management becomes critical. We have Oscar Piastri admitted strategy and degradation made the race difficult to predict, and said McLaren still believes upgrades later in the season can bring them back into the fight. As you know, Max Verstappen had a very huge accident that caused a safety car, and he admitted that Red Bull still feels unpredictable under these regulations, especially during high-speed sections where battery deployment changes balanced corner to corner, and that's becoming a major Red Bull issue this season, and a lot of interviews that we have on our channel. Just as always, don't forget to like this video, to comment it, and of course to subscribe to the channel. And for a couple of hours we are going to have the post-qualifying press conference on our channel.